guys this evening. We're going to give you a promo code in just a minute to save a lot of money, but we want to give you guys some updates first. So a couple of quick things I'd like to talk about. Number one, if you don't already know, the reason why we are here today is because of this horse. She's the most important animal we have on our property. Her name is Kona. She, in my opinion, saved my life, and she rescued my family instead of us rescuing her. But I want to talk about that story because it's one of the most important stories we tell when you come and visit. But before I do that, some of you guys already know the stock market had a pretty rough week. A lot of people lost a lot of money this week. Even though it's paper money, it's still pretty scary. So for that reason, we want to offer you guys 15% off. If you're watching this live, go to animaladventures.com. The promo code is LIVE, all caps, LIVE, all caps. That is going to expire tonight. So because we love the support we get from you guys watching our lives, we wanted to do something special. Now, there are other people that are getting a different promo code that belong to our text program. So if you are part of our VIP text, you've probably already gotten a text that said crash. That's going to stay active, but you have to go and belong to our VIP club to get that text message. So our thank you for being a loyal customer and a loyal follower of ours is giving you 15% off when times get rough, because I know how hard it is if you have a 401k right now, if you're invested in the market. But the good news is, if you don't know, I do a lot of investing. I follow the market on a daily basis. Been doing this for years. If you didn't sell your stock, you didn't really lose money. But I do know how awful it feels to see those numbers go down. The people that are really getting affected are the people that have in retirement funds. And if you're retiring now, obviously it's not as good as if it was 2 months ago. So I hope this 15% off helps. This weekend's going to be an incredible weekend to visit. And let me tell you why. If you don't know, in Florida, it's April. It's going to start getting really hot out. But this weekend's weather is going to be pretty awesome. So make sure you come out, animaladventures.com. Get your 15% off by using promo code LIVE, all caps. And a couple of other announcements. I want to thank Lemurland. We are huge supporters of them. If you don't know who they are, go to @Lemurland on Instagram. I believe they're on Facebook as well. Lemurland helps us out a lot. They help us with our lemurs when we have issues, even though we feel like we know what we're doing. When we have a problem, we go to Lemurland. These guys just donated 4 boxes of awesome toys, awesome stuff for our lemurs. We can't thank her enough and for all the stuff that she does. She's saved some of our lemurs' lives. So if you're wanting to support an incredible nonprofit, head over to Lemurland when we're done with this video. Check them out. Give them a big thank you for us and show them how you can support them by following them as well. There's a couple of other things I want to discuss. Shawnee, do you remember what they were?
Yes, our animal park we spoke about last weekend reopened, and our petting area at the animal park is opened this weekend. So if you guys head out there, whether it's after your tour or before a tour, which you can bundle online when you book a tour, you'll be able to go into an area with a bunch of baby sheep and goats, and you'll be able to pet them now instead of just being able to feed them.
We're super excited about that. The area for the next few months is going to be a little bit smaller. For the fall festival at Bender's, we're going to open it up and make it huge like it used to. So if you come out this weekend, it's not a huge area. That's by design. It's going to get bigger as we get busier over there. And as my son mentioned, we're doing a bundle. So if you get a safari tour and you add on animal park admission, it's only $12.50. We give you $2.50 off, but it's even more if you use that promo code tonight. So head over to Animal Adventures, book it. When you visit for a safari tour now, anyone that comes out to a 12 o'clock or a 10 o'clock tour is also going to receive a card to come over to our animal park at Bednar's, and you'll also get a free bowl of feed if you visit that same exact day. So we're doing a lot of different stuff. We're trying to save you guys money. We love the support we've gotten over the last few years, and the biggest thing we could do in return is try to discount you guys because we love you all. Now, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to get off Kona. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to give her lots of different treats. We're going to see what she likes. We're going to take some of your questions. But before I do that, I want to talk about how important this animal is to our family and why she is the most important animal here. If you don't already know, she's the first animal we rescued for this farm. Okay, she came to us. She was abused very badly by humans. If we were to open her mouth and show you her tongue, She has a 360-degree scar around her entire tongue. It's about a half-inch deep. And what happened when she was younger, she never wanted to be ridden by anybody. She didn't want a human on top of her like I am now. And I'll tell you why I'm on top of her and why she likes me. But for that reason, she had really good genetics, and people wanted to turn her into a really fast horse. She happens to be one of the fastest horses I've ever seen. She could run 45 miles an hour. But the only way someone was able to put a saddle on her was to create so much pain that she wouldn't think about someone sitting on her. So what they did is they wrapped a metal wire around her tongue, very tight. They pulled that wire all the way back to where I'm sitting, and they tied it around the horn. So her tongue was actually sticking out of her mouth. Now they did this repeatedly, and that's what caused the incredible scarring around her tongue. She also has scars under her belly. You can't see from this video, but if you ever come out, we show them to you whenever it's available, and you can see it. We show you what it's about. Now, when we got her, we knew she had a lot of issues. She was pretty rough, but this horse legitimately has taught us almost everything I know about riding. There was also a couple other humans who are responsible for teaching us a lot about these animals, and a few of them have came out here, and we invite them out all the time, because if it wasn't for some of those humans and this horse, we would never be doing what we are doing today. So Sylvia, Eric, Brian, if you guys are watching, a huge thank you to you guys. You have no idea how much we appreciate everything you've taught us, along with this girl, because you were with us on day one when she came over. But one of the most amazing things that I learned about horses and animals in general that came from her was how to communicate with them. I don't know how to talk to an animal and them listen to me. They can understand me, they don't listen. I'm not an animal whisperer, okay? But I like to think of us all here as animal listeners. And the reason why is a couple of months after we got her, I was just some dumb kid from New York that, loved animals. I rescued this horse for this crazy lady right here because she fell in love with it. But about 2 months after getting this horse, we didn't live with her. We rented space at a farm in Boca. Eric and Sylvia, who were gracious enough to allow us to bring our animals in there. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. So there's a huge shout out to them. I don't know if they're listening, but I do know they follow us, and we see them still once in a blue moon. We were coming in at nighttime to feed her, because we fed every morning, every night. And every night before I would leave her, I would give her a kiss on the nose and rub her face and tell her I love her, and I would go home. This one special night, same thing, rub on the nose, give her a little kiss, and I said, bye, Cone, and she went, and I thought that was the coolest sound I ever heard. I was like, wow, she's talking to me. So I came back and gave her another hug and kiss. I went back to the car, and it got louder, and my wife said, I think Cone is calling you. So I ran over like a little kid in a candy store, and I ran over to see, I give her another hug and a kiss. She looked great, I did it. As I ran away, she did it again. I got in the car, and I heard a really loud one that didn't sound so happy. I ran back to say hi, I didn't think anything was wrong. I ran back, I rubbed her on her nose, on her forehead, that little white star, I love doing that. I gave her a kiss, she looked at me, fell down to the ground, and started screaming in pain. I immediately ran to my wife, had her call our vet, who got there within about an hour. And what happened was she was colicking. And what that means is she had a bellyache. Doesn't sound bad, but a colic for a horse could be all different levels, and it can kill them. She was so bad, she had to have tubes up her nose, flush water into her stomach, suck out some stuff that was stuck inside of her body. My vet told us that if we didn't come back to her to see this happen, and we came back in the morning, she would not be alive. That night, I stayed with her all night long, took great care of her, and you want to finish the story?
I don't know if I can even finish the story.
Kona is legitimately like my dad's third daughter. I always make fun of him that she has more in the will than any of us do because of how much he actually cares about her. Obviously he cares about us just as much, but she's legitimately a part of our family, just like all these animals are. But she definitely has a special part in his heart. He legitimately has a tattoo of her on his chest over his heart. And you can just tell how much both of them, my sister and him, care about her. Just like your second or a what is it? How do you say it? An extension of the family, and I never see my dad get emotional, so it's actually pretty cool for him. Not pretty cool to see him get emotional, but to see him talk like that and hear him talk about her like that, I think is pretty cool, and I think you guys can see that as well. And you won't find too many horses that will just sit here and hang out with you and not want to move, and you can tell how much she truly wants to be around all of us as a family, because you're just like one of my sisters, right?
So sorry about that, guys, but she is my best friend, and without her, none of this would happen. So now the more fun stuff. Sorry, guys, I don't get emotional often, but when I do, it's usually about her for some reason. We're gonna get her, before we show her those snacks, can we get her a halter on so she can eat? So we brought out a whole bunch of snacks for her. We want to do some snacks she hasn't had. We also have a couple of other shout outs for some people, but let's get her. She's looking at me weird, like, why do I?
While you guys are doing that, someone wants to know how old she is.
So she is 24 years old. Now, 24 years old is actually pretty old for a horse, believe it or not. It's not ancient, but the one thing I have to say about her is if you came out here and you know a lot about horses, the one thing you would think is that I'm lying. She's not 24, but she is. She doesn't look like a 24-year-old horse. I don't ride her much anymore because she loves to be ridden. When I ride her, I sing to her and she dances, but she has some injuries in her legs from being older, and it doesn't bother her. I mean, it hurts her, but the problem with me riding her is she will do anything for me, and she knows I love to ride, so I don't take her for trail rides anymore because she wants to go, and I know it's not good for her, so that's why I don't ride her often at all. I mean, I'll sit on her like this because it doesn't bother her, but if we went on a trail ride and I just tried walking her, she knows how exciting it is for me and her to jog and run, and she will give up her life for me. She saved my life once. Another one story I'll tell you, which is incredible. We had a farm in Jupiter, and we had a bunch of huge paddocks for our sheep and goats and cows. She lived in a separate paddock, but I always wanted her to feel like a horse, so I would do horsey things with her. So one time, whenever we switched paddocks for sheep, goats, and donkeys and cows, I would ride her and kind of herd all the animals, so she felt like a real horse out, doing real things like in Wyoming. And one bull we had, his name is Monty, was the nicest bull ever to humans, but he hated our horses. We didn't know this at the time, but when I was herding all the animals, Monty started walking next to us, super calm, actually right here, and I was on her. And he took his horn and looked at me and then did this. He took his horn and jabbed her in her chest, right in this area. It missed her heart by half an inch, okay? For 6 months, we brought her right to the vet. For 6 months, we had to rehabilitate her. She wasn't in a stall at all. Our vets did an amazing job, and then they also trusted us to redo her, I don't know what it was called.
Like bandages.
Like her bandages and stitches. We had to resuture her every single day to let some of the stuff out so it wouldn't get affected. This horse, like a champ, and how she saved my life was when this bull started jabbing her in the chest, I was kicking her to run. She would not move until I got off safely, and then she ran away. This horse made sure that I did not get hit by that bull and saved my life that day, or potentially could have. Maybe I wouldn't have died, I don't know. But she sat there for me and made sure that I was safe before she saved herself, right? So now we're going to give her some treats. We're going to see what she likes. Everyone knows they likes carrots and apples. So we got a tremendous carrot here. Which is pretty freaking cool. I don't know how we're going to break it. But one of my favorite things is I'm going to shut up when she gets it in her mouth because I love hearing the way they chew.
Ugh.
Is that too big?
She could bite it.
Let me try. No, let's bring it over to the camera. Is that delicious? I don't know if you can hear her chewing. She might be a little too far. Come on, one step. Good girl. Oh, watch your fingers
It's a
out.
big bite. Holy cow.
Wait.
She's got it. She's gonna munch it.
Breaking it into pieces. So obviously, we all know horses love carrots. Who's your good girl? What else we got? We have a knife, so we can cut some. Is that good?
Maybe cut big head or berries.
And if you guys have any questions, anything you want to know about Kona, right now is a great. Let's do something different.
I'll revire it.
Also, for that promo code that my dad was mentioning that expires today, it's expiring at midnight tonight. So you guys have until 12 a.m. before that promo code expires.
Do you guys want to mention anything about Easter?
Well, Animal Park goes next weekend. Not this
I
weekend.
don't. I'll post that stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to confuse everybody at this point.
Okay, that's fine.
You still chewing on that? It's a big
Yeah.
carrot. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but horses have dentists, which is pretty cool. She just had a dental exam,
Couple
was
months
it
ago, maybe?
2-3
Yeah.
months ago? It's pretty incredible to watch the horses get their teeth done. I showed a video a long time ago, maybe 2 months ago when the dentist came out, and it was, they grind their teeth. It looks like they're brushing them, but they grind them and they flatten them out because they can be very, very, very sharp.
Well, our dentist is one of the only dentists left in the country that doesn't use power tools for their teeth.
That's right. And so
No sedation.
no
nothing.
sedation. He doesn't use anything on their mouth or their nose. She doesn't twitch them. He legitimately holds them like this, puts a metal thing in there and grinds it. Now that seems cruel. When I tell you the face they make,
Who was falling asleep? Panda Bear was falling
yeah,
asleep.
they fall asleep when they're doing it. That's how good it feels because their teeth grow very sharp and it kind of hurts them, and they don't break up their food as much when they are shaving them, when they're not shaved.
She's sucking on the cake.
I know.
Yeah, it's not
It literally, she just has it on her tongue.
Best girl in the whole entire world. Now, when she was in her prime and we used to ride, she can run 45 miles an hour. Short periods of time, just a quarter mile. She's actually a quarter horse, which means that's because they are known for doing stuff for quarter miles. Good job, baby girl. So they're extremely fast. They're faster, believe it or not, than racehorses. Most people don't know that. They're faster than a racehorse. The difference between a quarter horse and a racehorse, thoroughbreds or racehorses, are thoroughbreds are built for distance, mile, 2 miles. They'll go about 35, 40 miles an hour. If it was a short race, she's going to beat a thoroughbred in a quarter mile run. I know we got some more coming for you.
I'm coming, Colin.
So now we're going to slice up some apples. We know they love apples, right? So let's just get a couple apples. She's wanting more.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Got some apple pieces, everybody. Apples.
One at a time.
Oh, pear.
She loves apples, and sometimes she starts foaming at the mouth. It's the cutest little thing ever. I'm so happy to be doing this live with
That's my
Kona.
favorite.
I have a lot of nicknames for her, so if you ever come out here and hear me yelling names at her, I call her Coney Baloney.
That's my favorite one.
That's my favorite one.
I love Coney.
So if you ever hear that and everyone's like, why are you saying Coney Baloney? That's because that's my nickname for her. Legitimately, if I can have her in my house living with me, I would do that, although I know she wouldn't be happy there. She'd be pooping all over the place and sliding on the floors. But if I can live with her, that would be my ultimate dream, even though I do live with her technically, but under the same roof would be even cooler. And as you can see, she loves her apples. Now, guys, remember, we have a promo code for tonight only because of the stock market going down. We're doing a promo code of 15% if you want to visit us at any time, even if you're thinking a year down the road. Book it now. And if you need to change the date on that, you're more than welcome to do it. You could book it for a specific date, and 3 weeks from now, change it if you want. We don't care, as long as you're not changing it after you booked
Yeah.
and didn't show up. That would be kind of a pain in the butt.
All right, next one is going to be
I'm going to back her up a minute.
Yeah.
Watch this. One step back.
good.
One
girl.
step back.
Next one is
Girl.
going to be pears. I don't know if
Let's
she's
see
ever
she
tried a
likes
pear
pears.
before.
I don't know if we've had pear before. She
Let's
can have
see.
the pits. They're fine.
Oh.
Looks like she likes pears.
Yeah, there's no questions about
Someone just
that.
said, just get a bigger house so you can bring her in.
I know. You know, want to hear something crazy? I wanted to build like an enclosure around a window and then cut the window out so she could stick her head in all the time. And I would definitely do that if we lived in an area that had a little better climate and not as many gnats at night and mosquitoes. Because I would just love the fact that she could just come over, say hi, I could give her treats, pet her. She actually came to us not speaking English. She was Hispanic. She speaks or she understands Spanish fluently. We didn't teach her English, but she caught along English pretty well. She understands everything we say. One of the coolest things about horses that you may not know is they read body language and they can read your mind. They do mental telepathy. I know this sounds crazy. She could understand everything I'm thinking and she understands everything I'm saying. And the way she can correct me if I do something wrong is by putting her ears back like that and grinding her teeth. So if I touch a part of her body when I'm riding her that she does not want me to touch, she'll put her ears back and say, don't do that again. That's the wrong cue. Now, when I touch a part of her body that is in the correct space at the right time, she will stick her tongue out and lick her lips like this. So that's how she tells me she understands what I'm doing and I'm doing everything okay. Even when I'm not riding, she'll lick her lips to let me know that everything is good. My daughter, Addie Mae, come over here, baby, has a question. Come on over. You have a question for them or a question for Kona?
Something that when you ride them.
What?
When you ride them, they can know when you're scared or happy or like enjoying them.
That's right. I don't know if you heard my daughter. She said when you're riding them, they can feel if you're scared, happy, or you enjoy. See that licking right there? That's her agreeing, telling her that we're right. She wants more snacks.
I know. I'm waiting for you to finish
No, you
talking.
can keep feed my horsey.
Next, she's gonna be trying lettuce for the first time. That's the cutest thing ever.
That's lettuce.
I love
Guys, if you're on this, share this live, especially if you're watching on Facebook, because it's easily shareable. Instagram is shareable, I think, later once we post it after this. But
I
as
guess
you
she
can
likes
see,
lettuce.
she loves, that's romaine lettuce, right?
Yep.
Pretty awesome. I love listening to them chew. And again, if you're just tuning in, if it wasn't for this horse right here, none of us would be on social media. We wouldn't have animal adventures. I'd probably be sitting in an office doing mortgages somewhere, or playing golf, one of the others. But strawberries.
Yeah, this is also a first for Kona. Strawberries. Let's see.
Now, I don't know. Is Bednar still doing strawberry U-pick?
Yes, there's. Well, I don't know if it's still strawberries, but there's U-pick open, so they have
So
vegetables.
our animal park is at Bednar's Farm, and if you didn't already know, you could do U-pick there. Check on their website. I should have checked beforehand. I usually know exactly what's going on, but if you only knew what has been going on this week, then you would know why I don't know.
She
'cause
likes
I'm
the
out of
strawberries.
it. But they may have strawberries going on. I don't know if strawberry season's over. If not, they probably have other really great vegetables and produce. Now, yeah, we're gonna do something really cool right now.
So
Cut
excited.
that first. You
But
can
yeah,
show
well,
it to them, but then
obviously
cut
we're showing to them.
it. So we grew our own pumpkin. Okay.
How cool.
We didn't grow them on purpose. We grew them on accident because we feed all the pumpkins that are left over from Halloween to our sheep and goats and all our animals, and then they poop them out. Yeah, sorry, I just spit on you. And they poop them out, and then we have about 100 pumpkins growing. Now,
try this?
obviously, this pumpkin's not going to be here for Halloween, but if you want the greatest pumpkins, you already know where to go for the biggest and the best pumpkins. Bednar's Farm Fresh Markets Fall Festival. You're not going to find any better pumpkins and pumpkin picking on the planet. When you come to our safari tour, we have lots of pumpkins. They really for pictures only. But for pumpkin picking in the state of Florida, I don't think there's a better place to go pumpkin picking. So make sure that's on the calendar. But let's see. These are homegrown pumpkins
And
at
she
Animal
likes-
Adventures.
and she likes
She's going to get a
cucumbers.
cucumber first.
No, she wants the
Let's see if she likes pumpkin. Now, pumpkins are natural dewormers. The seeds inside, when they eat, are natural dewormers. They're super healthy for animals. It's a good way to flush their system out, and they're very nutritious. But let me smell how these are our homegrown pumpkins. They actually smell pretty good.
You got Jordan and Shawnee over here trying it too.
Oh, wow.
It's not terrible.
That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe she doesn't want the hard part. Open up. Nah, she doesn't want our pumpkins. I just swallowed that. I hope that was good, but it actually tasted pretty good. We grow a couple of things here for our animals, not for anything else. We have mango trees we grow for our animals, and we have starfruit trees that we grow for our animals only, and we have papayas that we grow for our animals. And we don't really feed them to the horses. Normally, those fruits are fed to our lemurs, porcupines, and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
So far, the only two things she doesn't like are pumpkins and sweet potato.
Huh, that's weird. I heard something about sweet potatoes that are not good for you, but I've always thought they were really good for you. Maybe she knows something.
No, she's eating. Oh.
No. Oh, maybe.
So guys, just
No.
a reminder, if you don't know, for the whole entire month of April, on top of the promo codes that we're talking about right now, we're adding monkey encounters to the guided safari tour. So for $25 per person, right now it includes a monkey encounter, a sloth encounter, and a kangaroo encounter for the rest of the month of April. Plus all the feed for sheep, goats, donkeys, cows, and we also give you peanuts, as long as you don't have an allergy,
This is her
to feed our
favorite.
camels too.
Yeah, these are Kona's
Oh,
This is
favorite
while you're talking about
candy
that. Can you
canes.
go into the difference between an encounter and an adventure?
Yes, my son just wanted me to rhyme you guys. I know it could get confusing. We have a lot of different things going
Look,
on.
she's smiling.
That's how you know she loves it. This is her favorite. Peppermint, candy canes, stuff like that, she loves. So whenever we say encounters included, what exactly does that mean? That means that you get to pet the animal. So if it's a kangaroo, a sloth, or monkey, you'll get to put your hands on them and touch them. The kangaroos, you spend 15, 20 minutes touching them all over. Sloths and monkeys, you don't get a lot of touching. You don't sit there for 20 minutes touching them because it's a different type of animal. You get to pet them, learn about them, and you can take pictures with them as well. Now, when it comes to holdings or adventures, so we have monkey adventures also. We have sloth holdings also. That means a sloth holding means you get to hold the sloth on your lap on a pillow, get to pet them a little bit more time than during an encounter because you're paying for it. Kangaroo holdings means you get to hold a baby kangaroo in your arms on a bench, take pictures, really great experience. The kangaroos love it, the people love it. A monkey adventure, we never tell you you get to hold a monkey because I don't know if that's the case. It's always up to the monkey. Monkeys do whatever they want, but during the monkey adventure, you go inside a monkey room with two of them. They play with you. You hand feed them. They come right onto you. They grab food out of your hands. Sometimes they'll sit on your shoulder, your lap, but you can't grab them and hold them tight. Monkeys don't like that. We let the monkey do whatever it wants as long as they are happy, and it is an incredible experience. So I hope that answers some of the questions. Now, also otter encounter. You can also add on otter encounters. What's the difference between an otter encounter and playing with otters? An otter encounter is an add-on to the walkthrough safari tour. It's $20. We bring out an otter. Usually it's Junior. Sometimes it's who we bring it out also?
Lila.
Sometimes it's Lila. We walk around, tell you about them, so you learn about them. You get to pet them, and you get to take pictures. VIP tours is where you get to play with our otters. You get to sit on the ground. 4, 5, sometimes 6 otters be jumping on your lap. You pet them. We give you toys to play with them. It is an incredible experience. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you can't do anywhere else on this planet that I know of. We also do, you can play with other otters in other places, but usually it's just in the water. But on land, it's unbelievable. We also give you the opportunity to add on an otter swim. You get to go in the water with them. They swim around you. They love it. We give you toys. You play with them. It is an incredible experience. All of this information can be found at animaladventures.com. Make sure you spell that with an ED when you spell adventures. And if you're wondering, I know there's some wise guys out there that think it's for something else, but ED stands for education for me. And my most important thing out here is when you come out, you're going to leave. I don't care how smart you are, how much you know about animals. You're going to leave knowing something you didn't know when you came. And that's the whole idea. This place is not built for children. It's built for humans of all ages. I don't care if you're 2 years old or 250 years old. You're going to have an incredible time. You're going to learn a lot. And adults actually have a better time than children because they can sit here and understand all the information. And if you bring your kids out, they may obviously learn a little bit, but the information you're going to learn is going to be a great bonding experience for the future, so you can continuously talk to your children about that. And this is why we love to do the lives, so people that visit can then see some of our animals that they bonded with when they came out here. So I know I just talked a lot because I talk a lot, and
Yeah, someone just said, I left learning so much. It was such a fun day.
that is awesome. That means a lot to me. This is really important to me to teach people about these specific animals, and not just the species. I also want you to know her personally. I want you to know about Kona. I want you to know about Luna, about Mars, about Maui, about Kaylin, about Bear, about Carl. I want you to leave here knowing about them personally, and a lot about the species themselves, obviously, because that's the educational part. But we build bonds with these people. This legitimately is my best friend in the whole world. She is my daughter. And when you get to know an animal and learn about them and their little quirks, the funny things they do, it just makes the experience, in my opinion, so much better. And she's understanding everything I'm saying.
She wants that carrot ad.
Get her carrot for her.
Someone's asking where we are located in Florida, and do you do internships for recent college grads?
So we are located in Boynton Beach, Florida. We do not offer internships, and we do not allow volunteers. Everyone that works for us is staff, and they are here hopefully for the long term. We have a lot of exciting things going on too with our staff. If you haven't checked out our staff page yet, it's on Facebook. We're going to have an Instagram, a YouTube, and a TikTok very soon as well. And it's called Animal Adventures. Animal Adventure Safari Staff Gone Wild. And boy, is it a fun page. We have a lot of content we're putting together for it. We just had a huge photo shoot by, what's Caitlin's page?
By Caitlin Elizabeth.
By Caitlin Elizabeth came out and did a photo shoot for us. She is incredible. She's a great photographer. In about a week or two, we're going to start publishing our Safari staff page with all the incredible pictures and videos we took with some of our animals. We're super excited about that. So make sure you check that stuff out as well.
And then on Instagram, HMERC88 wants to know if she can donate homemade cookies to Kona.
I love the idea and I thank you for that, but unfortunately I won't take any food from people, and I'm not saying there's anything from what you did or that you could do, but because this is my baby, it's just like I wouldn't allow someone to give my kid food, so I would not do that.
It's like when you bring food into a classroom at a school, they require everything to be store bought and still sealed and not opened up.
But the fact that you're wanting to do that, I can't thank you enough. Like, I hate to say no to things, but you just have to. My biggest thing in life, and when I say this, this means animals and humans. I have to protect my family at all costs, and you just never ever know. And I'm not saying you would do anything, but I'm super honest. I'm not going to give you a bullcrap story, but the reason why is just because I would hate, God forbid, you were probably an awesome person and give us really good products.
She said I totally get it.
But you never know what someone else might do. So.
And then Chelsea wanted to know what Shawnee was feeding Kona. What were you just feeding her?
I was feeding her carrots and
Peanuts.
Oh yeah, let's get her some peanuts.
I just gave her.
Oh, you just gave her some peanuts?
But Kira Mackey on YouTube.
Kira Mackey, we
She
love
said
you, Kira.
We miss you, love from the Mackeys.
We love you. We love you guys.
Love you
We love the
guys.
Mackeys. We love you guys so much. I miss you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. You guys are the best. I actually just posted a picture recently of Brian Mackey and the sloth on Instagram, and I think I also did it on YouTube as well. That was an incredible picture. But we love you guys. Right, Coney Baloney?
The only people I see right now on Facebook are you and Kona. I don't know if that matters or not.
That's all right.
Okay.
I'll back it up. Back it up. Oh. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything else you'd like to talk about? Is there anything I'm forgetting to talk about?
No questions. We can talk about our vet visit today.
Oh my God. We had the most insane vet visit today. Not in a bad way at all. Our vet is amazing. She's incredible. We neutered, how many?
6 kangaroos.
We neutered 6 kangaroos today. I posted a video. When you're done watching this, I want you to... Al, she just watched you skip away like, where did my sister go? So we neutered 6 kangaroos, right? To neuter an animal, you have to sedate them, put them down so they don't go through pain. That's normal. Once they were sedated and done with surgery, they went into my house and we set up blankets and pillows and stuffed animals for them. I posted a video earlier. Make sure you see that video. It's super duper cute. I'm sure we're gonna get some stuff from it because one of them is laying there with their eyes open and not moving. I did mention they're sedated. I did post about it, but some people don't read or listen. But I thought it was a super cute video. Check it out. I'll post more pictures about it, but someone already commented, why in the world would you do that to them? But you have to understand, male kangaroos, you don't want to have a bunch of them with ballitos because they're going to be fighting every day to figure out who the alpha is. And I don't want fights here. I want a nice, happy family. So we have a couple of kangaroos that have their bolitos intact. And
We
they
also
can,
don't want them doing anything with their sisters.
yes,
or
and
moms.
that's right. And we also don't want them doing anything with their sisters and moms too. Even more importantly, I should have led with that. We know where my mind is at right now. But that was pretty intense. I didn't have a lot to do with it. Everyone here, staff and vets, had a lot of work to do carrying sedated kangaroos back and forth. Even when they weren't sedated, bringing them into the vet truck, because our vet comes out here and does a lot of the work. Dr. Pardini is one of the most incredible vets on the planet. If you guys are in South Florida, I think she even does Martin County days now. She goes all the way down south days. And it's called Wild Side Vet, right? Am I leaving anything out? Wild Side Vet. Check her out if you ever need an exotic vet. She doesn't do dogs and cats and stuff like that, but she is incredible. Awesome human being, great family, awesome husband, awesome staff. Everyone that works with her is incredible. She's incredible. She legitimately takes care of her animals like they're hers. If we have something bad happen, unfortunately it does, she gets just as emotional as we get. So she cares for these guys, and I trust her with all of her animals, and we love her to death.
And so Brian Butler wants to start something again this week.
Uh-oh, Brian. What are we doing?
You ready? He said, "Who's the stronger Sean?"
That's by far.
We know who the best looking Sean is.
Uh-oh.
And Taylor was like, "No, bro, don't start this again."
I don't
No,
know,
to be fair, he's an animal.
Even
I
Kona's
grew
sighing.
up, to be honest with you, I wasn't a good kid growing up. I'm not ashamed of my past. I think everything I did as a kid made me who I am today. I was a jerk when I was a kid. I got into a lot of fights. I was a very experienced fighter, really experienced. And he, I think, can kick the crap out of me. And I don't say a lot of people can do it.
Yes.
I would be afraid to get into a fight with him. But if you want to talk about pushing weights around, I apologize. I will blow him out of the water.
I haven't been to the gym in 8 months though.
I don't. Even when I never worked out, I will squat more than you, bench more than you, curl more than you.
That's gonna be the next live.
But I will tell you, there is no doubt in my mind that he will kick my ass, and mostly because I would never put my hands on him, so he would just be beating me, and I'd be like smiling the whole time, so he would actually win. But I would hate to see anyone get into a fight with this kid, because I've seen what he's capable of, and he's trained really, really hard. He's done a lot of jujitsu, and he can choke me out probably in 2 seconds if given the opportunity. Now, I do have to bring up something. Come here. He is also not as strong as me. I don't know if he ever will be, but someday he probably will be, because he's a little tank. He's going to be stronger than I am, for sure. But Shawnee can still kick his ass. So Shawnee's a really tough kid, and he knows how to fight really well. You will be a tough kid and fight too, but you're going to be an ogre. You're going to be like 6'5", 400 pounds of muscle, and you're going to be able to outlift us all.
Maybe like Eddie Hall.
I don't know who that is, but I'll agree with it. This is the kid that scares me when it comes to weights. He's built different. I don't know where he got his genetics from, but like his arms are like almost bigger than mine. And if you're following him, he's on a big weightlifting journey. He's been dieting. He's lost 15 pounds in the last 4 or 5 weeks on one of my greatest friend's diets, Innova Wellness. Sometimes you see me post about it. I can't tell you what this diet has done for myself. I'm 182 pounds today. I haven't been 182 pounds since I've been in my 20s.
She's ready.
And I owe it all to this diet that I've been on from one of my best friends growing up. His name's Anthony Badalamenti. And I'm going to tag him in the comments on here so you can check him out. He's in New York. He makes a diet. It's the best food I've ever had in my life, period. Forget about diet.
Like you're on a diet.
You don't even feel like you're on a diet. I'm legitimately eating chicken parm pizza and losing 20 pounds. It's unbelievable.
And they're huge portions.
Huge portions. You feel amazing. You can, no guilt eating extra food. But if you check out Innova Wellness, if you're looking for a weight loss plan, this kid is like a scientist. I've never seen anything before in my life. Al, can you hold her for a little bit?
Yeah.
And then thank you so much for interacting with us, HMERC88 on Instagram. She said, "LOL, you just called him Shrek." But she's been commenting.
Have
the
you?
whole
Wait a
time.
second. You want to see something crazy? Take off your shoes and your
No,
socks.
babe.
You want to see Shrek?
No.
This is. I'm gonna wait till they're done.
Girl, mama.
I thought that was funny.
So obviously we're really funny. Our lemurs know it. That's what our lemurs sound like when they're laughing. And one of the things, if you don't know about us, if you're just watching, we're a bunch of wise asses. I make fun of all my kids. My kids make fun of me. It's just something we do. There's no harm meant. If I say he looks like an ogre, there's nothing. He doesn't get upset with it. He makes way more fun about me than I make about it. Well, maybe not. We're about 50-50. All my kids, we make fun of each other. I even make fun of Addie Mae's single tooth that's still stuck in her mouth. It's all for fun. We don't mean anything by it. I don't want anyone here to watch and feel. I'm going to back her up just a little bit, so if you guys want to bring
Yeah. Here, give them all.
So I don't want you guys to think that we're awful parents making fun of each other, but they don't make fun of me on live most, except when I'm not around. They'll put a bald cap on, but typically walking around my house, I'm either getting my nipples pinched, I'm getting scared, I'm getting told that I'm short, because everyone thinks I'm short, but obviously they don't know that I'm really taller than all of them.
And then Chelsea on Facebook, Chelsea Fowler on Facebook has been commenting, good job, she loves us.
Chelsea, I always see her commenting on all our posts.
Yeah, keep
I
up with
can't
the
thank you
work.
enough. If I don't like all your comments sometimes, I try to. If I don't comment back all the time, I see you all the time, and I appreciate the love that you give us all the time. There's a lot of you guys I see all the time. I try to communicate as much as I can. Sometimes it could be difficult, but you got to know that I'm out there, and I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea.
And then Brian said again, arm wrestling live.
You know, arm wrestling is pretty awesome. I would do that. I'm just afraid of getting hurt. I have some really cool arm wrestling stories from when I was a kid. Arm wrestling has absolutely nothing to do with size. It's really technique and how you use your body, which is incredible. Some of the best arm wrestlers on the planet are really skinny, but they have very strong tendons and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But I love that idea. Maybe we should do it. We should do an arm wrestle.
Kira on YouTube said, out of every animal that you own, which one do you relate to the most?
That's a great question, actually. Probably Maui.
Wow.
I could be the biggest jerk.
The
If
most
I,
bipolar one.
I'm very bipolar sometimes. Like if you catch me in a bad mood, I'm the worst. I'm the biggest idiot. But if you catch me in a good day, I'm very loving and caring. So I don't know. I hate to say Maui because she's always a jerk to
Yeah.
me. You know what? Maybe Kona,
Yeah.
because Kona could be a bitch, and that's why I love her. I got to put more thought into
Or
that.
Winter, the deer. Because he's friendly sometimes, and other times she wants to.
I'm friendly like 65% of the time.
Someone's asking if we do
Fair.
horseback riding.
We do not do horseback riding. There are places around here that do, but we don't. We just like feeding our horses. But Kira, now you got me thinking. I'm going to be thinking about this all night, and I'm going to be texting you later, and then I'm going to have to do a post about which one, because that is a great question.
That is a good question.
It's actually a great question that I'm going to start asking all of our staff.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then also, E. Rodriguez 208 on YouTube said, hey, hello from Idaho.
Hello from Idaho.
We love potatoes.
We love potatoes. Although I don't eat as much as I used to, but we love potatoes.
And
Tori
Tori,
on-
Tori said Livy for Big Sean. the
Oh my
otter.
God, that's a good one, because
Yeah.
Livy could be very,
She's
very,
so loving
very
and
lovey,
sweet.
and then she'll just bite the crap out of you for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what?
And
You're
bark at
probably
you for
right.
no reason.
I could be Livy. That is a great
That is a
one.
good one, yeah.
Kira, I am Livy the otter. For sure. That is it. That's
Yeah,
a good
one.
Addie
Yeah.
has a question.
Addie, what is your question?
You said you're taller than all of your kids.
Yes.
What about Allie? What about Shawnee?
I'm taller than all of them.
Oh,
They just don't know it.
Oh, wow.
They just don't know it.
On YouTube, Daniel K3 said, hey from Lithuania.
Lithuania, holy macaroni. One of my best friends is from Lithuania, and I just found out I'm Lithuanian, which is crazy. I found out that my grandparents, my grandma and my grandpa, one of them is Lithuanian, one of them is Ukrainian, which I just found out a year ago. I've been trying to get a lot more information. My goddaughter is Lithuanian. She's half Lithuanian, half Italian American. So I've been very into learning a lot more about Lithuania since my goddaughter and my best friend is Lithuanian, and now that I found that I'm Lithuanian, so we're going to be booking a trip in the next year or two to go there. I hear so many great things about the beaches there. I've seen unbelievable stuff. The people there are incredible. The food there is incredible. Talking about
the chocolate.
the chocolate is incredible, and talking about
And
potatoes.
I was just gonna say potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. I know we had someone here from Idaho talking, but if you didn't know, Lithuania is huge for potatoes. Some of the dishes they make are delicious. What's the dish Z made? The Lithuanian salad she would make.
Oh, it's with potatoes and.
I forgot what it's called, but she makes an incredible salad from Lithuania. What else? What's the words? When you sneeze.
Isvagata.
Anytime someone sneezes, I say "isvagata," and
Or
then
hachu.
basically "hachu" afterwards, which is pretty cool. I learned that, and I'm trying to learn more Lithuanian. I'm not really good at picking up new languages, but I am trying. So that's pretty awesome that we have someone from Lithuania. Oh my God! All right, is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, listen. On YouTube, if you can, I forgot your name from Lithuania. If you
Daniel.
can, Daniel, if you can go to my Instagram page, DM me. I want to set you up with a very good friend of mine that's in Lithuania. He runs the corgi races. I don't know. Have you seen the corgi races they do once a year in Lithuania? I'm friends with him. I promote him anytime he does a post. I share it. The corgi races in Lithuania are blowing up. He started with just 3 or 4 corgis, and what they're doing for the corgis in Lithuania is incredible. So please DM me on Instagram. It's at Animal Adventures if you're on Instagram. I will send you his information. Maybe you guys can link up or follow him or even go out to one of these events. EDventure is his name. EDventure is a really, really, really cool guy, and what he's doing with these corgi races, I'm so impressed, and I'm so proud of him. It's unbelievable. So if you can, remember, go to my Instagram, DM me, remind me that we just spoke, and then I want to...
Yeah.
And then when we go to Lithuania, maybe we can go out and maybe we can have a drink together. That would be awesome. That'd be really
and
cool.
then, Espo Photo Mama on Instagram said Kona is taller. And she's one of your kids, so.
She's the only one allowed to be taller. And she just smiled about that, which
She
is
did.
cool. Well, guys, I think we're going to cut this show off right now. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. We're doing this every single Thursday at 7. If it's your first time tuning in, make sure you continue to do so. We love doing this. We usually keep it between 30 minutes to an hour. Again, tonight, if you are going to be visiting anytime in the next year, go and book your reservation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Animaladventures.com. Use promo code LIVE, all caps, to get 15% off all tours and add-ons. Bless you. Now, here's another thing. If you already have something booked, but you didn't put an add-on, and maybe now that it's cheaper, you want to do it, call us, or don't call us, we won't answer. Text us, and then we'll add it to your reservation with that discount if you'd like, okay? Guys, we love you. We can't thank you all enough. Without you guys, we couldn't make any of this possible. Our animals love you more than you know. So thank you. Have a great time or great day, great rest of the week, and I hope to see you guys out here this weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank
We love you all. Love you guys.
Bye, Instagram.